Hello, Bula, Nwaya, and welcome. This is Maple coming to you live from the comfort of my home. It is Sunday here, and I hope that if you are on a Sunday time zone as well, it is about, let's see, it's about 4:30 p.m. here in Fairbanks, Alaska, and I welcome you here. Um, it's just another day, another go live from me. If you're watching me for the first time, I am originally from Fiji, a registered nurse, still working full time, and this is my part of my digital business as I have started an online business since 2024. And I'm excited to be here. Today is considered a rest day, reflection, rest and inspiration, for a new week, or um, just setting myself ready for a new week. So, and I hope that what I'm sharing here today will inspire you, will encourage you, will get you started, or get you ready for another new week of chasing goals, of being purposeful, and as well as being intentional in your journey. As for me, this is part of my business journey. And so I welcome you here. Stay tuned and, stay with me because I have a few things to share here. It's just a reflection. And so if you're catching this live or on replay, I'm grateful you are here. So today is, simply but meaningful, simple but meaningful things to share, a moment of reflection on the week, rest in gratitude, and prepare our hearts for a new week. So, this is not really about a business pressure today because it's rest day. So I like to reflect, rest, and just share things that will help us kickstart the new week. It's about purpose, faith, and alignment. And so this is my reflection, for the week. This week, it reminded me that growth is not always, it's not always loud or visible. Sometimes growth looks like, just quiet prayers, meaningful conversations, planting seeds, and trusting the process. I have, really seen how, how much it takes to just be patient and trust the process. And so I've been praying for direction, for ways to create positive impact, and for God to connect me with the right people. This is an online space, this is an online business. And so there's so much going on in the online space, but I always pray that God connects me to the right people. And if you're here, maybe it's meant for you to listen to what I have to share. And so it's, and it's amazing how He answers. This week I saw beautiful expansion in the business, connections with our Fijian community, both in Fiji and here in the US. Yeah, it was amazing. We had a go live. I had a guest usually every Fridays here in Fairbanks. Here in the US. I do a go live with Rutuman women in the business, and then on Saturday I had I connected with the business partners here in the US, Fijians who are here in the US, and hopefully more to join us. So it is really, I'm just thankful to see more and more of my people join and start the business. We all had different reasons, and if you can, and if you're following me, you can always go to my page and see that go live. It's not forced, it's not rushed, just alignment, just being aligned. And also this week, two people, actually they're family to me, are now prayerfully considering becoming business partners. So that is really growth. That is really, you know, that's the thing about having to, this online business. It's not forced. People um, take that, they take time to actually and research and follow and see that this is something that is for them, and then they take that next step. So I'm just grateful that they have, that we have talked about the next step in the process to be a business owner, and that is just exciting, not just for me but for them, knowing that it is something that they are creating for their family, something great. A decision today is what will take them years and years to come for the next generation. So, I never take that lightly, because each decision affects families, futures, and confidence. And so it reminds me that what we share can be a seed of hope for someone else. So I hope that whatever I share every day as I do my Go Live, and today especially, that it is a seed planted somewhere that will eventually grow, and yeah, and then it will start showing fruits. But it may take time for some, it may be fast for some. So I truly believe that God's timing is perfect. I do truly believe that, and there were seasons I prayed and I saw nothing, you know immediately, but later I realized God was preparing me, not just the opportunity. Sometimes the delay is just preparation. Truly, sometimes we think that delays are not an unanswered prayers, but it's just preparation. That season is a season of preparation, giving us patience and just relying on what is the next best thing for us. And so sometimes the waiting is protection, just protection, giving you that peace to just trust in the process. And sometimes the prayer is shaping us first. It has to come from within. I remembered having to start this business in the beginning, having to be, a working professional for many years, and starting something new. I had to really take time to process it, take time to learn, and really have that teachable spirit. And there are times when we get stuck because it's totally something new for me. And so sometimes, I prayed so much about it, and I believe that this was an open door for me, an answered prayer. And so sometimes the prayer is really shaping us first. It just gives us time to wait and trust, and just keep just keep praying. And so if you so here's the thing: if you're watching and you feel in between seasons, hear this. You are not behind, you are not late, and you are being aligned. Sometimes it's just the preparation, preparing us, giving us that peace to know that God's timing is always perfect. So now that I've shared with you that part of my reflection as we enter a new week, I really want to encourage you that to rest rest without guilt, because rest is important. We can do, we have so much we want to do, so much we want to accomplish, and there's so many things that you want to do, but you cannot just do everything, and every day and not find time to rest, because rest is very critical for us. Rest is not laziness. Rest is stewardship of your energy and heart. And I truly believe that, when we find time to rest, sometimes in the beginning, when I started the business, I really wanted to tackle the whole training session and wanted to move on to the next. But then I realized that I needed to take time to rest and really process what I have learned, and make sure that I have really checked all the steps before I could go on to the next one. It's so exciting. It's when you start something new and you're excited about it, you just can't wait to start the next step. But then I realized that I have to find time to rest. So this day is a day that I really rest, and just recuperate and reflect and prepare for another week, because time really flies. And so we really have to find that time to rest and have that peace in mind to know that whatever we can do, that we can only do so much. And I trust that God will always, take care of the rest, or will always guide me and prepare me for great things ahead. And so rest is stewardship of your energy and your heart. It's truly, and it just resets your mind. Sometimes the time of rest is when you find clarity, and resets your mind. It just releases pressure. All we have to do is just take time to rest, receive that peace, and you don't have to rush your journey. Sometimes when we rush, we miss out things. We miss certain steps that, in the process of learning, or building. Then it really affects your journey in later on. And so you don't have to rush the journey. This new week, so here's the thing. This new week I'm choosing, because now that from tomorrow, we're gonna start a new week. So I'm choosing faith over fear. I don't know about you, but I'm choosing faith over fear. I'm choosing gratitude over pressure, purpose over comparison. A lot of times in our journey, sometimes we get overwhelmed with certain things, or in our journey, because we are comparing ourselves to others. When we do that, it really drains us, because we are comparing ourselves to someone else. And obedience over perfection. Simple obedience, simple steps of obedience, over perfection. And so maybe your step this week is sending a message, asking a question, or learning a new skill, or just simply praying for clarity. Small steps truly count, and they compound over time. And so if you feel comfortable sharing in the comments, here's my question for you. What are you praying for? What are you praying for direction in right now? What are you praying for direction right now? It's up to you how you want to answer this question. You can put it in the comments, or just put it down for yourself, because it's something that we can reflect on, and something that maybe will reset whatever we have been planning for ourselves. So that is the first question. What are you praying for direction in right now? And the other one here is, what are you trusting God for this season? I love hearing response here. Whatever it may be, if you're not comfortable sharing it, you can put it down, and just reflect on it. So that ends my Go Live here. I just ended with that question for you. Thank you for spending time, and spending a few moments of your time with me today. If this encouraged you, share this. Share this with someone might need to hear it. And let this week, this is my encouragement to you, let this week be one of peace, one of clarity and courage. So rest well, reset, receive. A new week is a new chance to walk in purpose. So that is my encouragement for you. I thank you for giving your time to hear me out. And like I said, a new week is a new chance to walk in purpose. So that ends my Go Live here. I thank you again. And I hope you have a blessed one. Vinaka, Foyaxia, and God bless.